Even as a new surge of coronavirus infections sweeps the U.S., officials in many hard hit states are resisting taking stronger action to slow the spread, with pleas from health experts running up against political calculation and public fatigue. The coronavirus has continued to surge on Friday, with a total confirmed cases in the U.S. surpassing 9 million. Over the past 2 weeks, more than 76,000 new virus cases have been reported daily in the U.S. on average, up from about 54,000 in mid October, according to the Johns Hopkins University. Joining us now from Charlotte, North Carolina to talk more is Roger Green. Roger, even though the virus has now killed more than 229,000 Americans, many of the state officials are still struggling with the proper process to make decisions on gathering sizes, mask mandates, and such. Some of it because of their own beliefs or thoughts, and some of it because of what they feel is being passed down as far as their state requirements. What are we to do from this point? What are we to make of all of this?
Nietzsche, we're in a very, very dangerous climate. We're calling it the second wave, but it really is more like the third or fourth wave. We saw this happen in the late spring and the early summer, and it's very dangerous. It's very tragic. I think a lot of state leaders are trying to govern based upon their heart instead of their head. They're looking at the economic impact, they're looking at the ways in which their constituents are crying out, not wanting to be home, wanting to get back to normal. But we have not come to grips with the fact that there is no cure, there is no definitive treatment for COVID-19. So we have to do what we have to do to look out for the safety and the well-being of everyone around us. And so I think it's a very difficult situation we're in right now that we have to continue to take seriously.
What's very perplexing, Roger, is that this is not just a citywide or statewide virus, it is everywhere. And so it's very interesting that there is not just an overall countrywide mandate that says what the situation is going to be with masks, what the situation is going to be with gatherings or with going to restaurants. Every single environment is making their own decision. And it seems that that's where, we are getting a lot of confusion and a lot of unrest.
Well, my favorite book says, without a vision, the people perish. And if the blind lead the blind, we all fall in a ditch. I can speak so many sayings that are so accurate to the leadership of this country at this present time. We've been more concerned with political posturing than we are with the lives of Americans. We have to get off of our soapboxes and trying to go Democrat against Republican, red against blue, you against me. We have to get to the point to realize what's good for your family has to be good for my family. And we have to do what's right and stop going after the leadership. This president has continued to say that, oh, we have it under control. We have this virus under wraps. We don't. We don't have it under wraps in this country. We don't have it under wraps in this entire world. And when you have countries like Germany and France that have realized that, hey, we might have to completely step back and shut down our country again in order to flatten this curve, then we have to do it. I think we need bold and courageous leadership in this country that cares nothing about just dollars and cents, but cares about the health and well-being of its citizens.
I agree with you there, Roger. We certainly have had a great influence during this particular time on the elections, on the presidential race, and we need to figure out what to do about this virus from state to state. Roger, thank you so much for joining us today.
It's always a pleasure talking with you.